waiting for, oh hey, hi, Wilma Fingerdoo here with the Fingerdoo review of RuPaul's RuVeal of the All-Stars 3 cast. And all I need to say right off the top is, what a wank, eh? I mean, seriously, if all RuPaul wanted to do was show us a nice new suit, he could have Instagrammed it, seriously. I mean, I think VH1 and World of Wonder missed an opportunity here, no offense. I mean, the rumors have been spinning for months. We all knew who was supposed to come back. They've proven nothing new here. This is a great opportunity for them to maybe spin some subterfuge or throw some misdirection into the works or something. I mean, seriously. That said, it was the RuVeal of season 3 of All Stars, and all I have to say is, Jorge, drink me! Well, this is, look. It's very simple. I think you're stopping to try it. What is it? Hard lemonade. Well, it's rough lemonade. Bits of road in that. Okay then, let's get to it. It was interesting because we all knew who was coming back, but then they showed us little videos of what these girls have been up to. The person with the longest video, no surprise, Bendy, or as everyone else calls her, Dela, Ben de la Creme. She seems to be the one girl out of this whole mess of pickles that doesn't need to be doing anything. Do you know what I mean? She's busy, she got things to do, she got a little money in her pocket. She doesn't need All-Stars 3, but I'm so glad she's back because I quite like Ben de la Creme. She, as she pointed out, she didn't lower herself to the name calling or the mean girl shenanigans that the other girls, daringly, got into, and which set a precedence for her season because she was in season 6, and it wasn't until season 9 that we had a kinder, gentler workroom. People weren't so quick to mean girl it up, so to speak. So, yay for Bendy coming back. It'll be interesting to see what the dynamic in the workroom's like for her, especially without, you know, Darian Lake being in the mix. Another girl that I'm excited to see come back definitely is Morgan Mcmichaels, because she was in season 2. A lot of people still don't know who the heck she is. And she was there in the early stages. The one thing that I think most people will say now is when you're a contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race, there's a certain level of expectation. You know what's coming, you know what to expect, you've learned to sew, we hope. Things like that. When Morgan did it season 2, no one knew anything. Plus, as she said, there was no social media. So a lot of those girls have missed out on this uber social star jump that a lot of the girls are getting now. Now that they've got thousands of followers on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, now they're being endorsed, now they're touring, now they're doing stuff. Those first 2 seasons, 3 seasons of girls, maybe not so much. So maybe this is her opportunity to get a piece of that pie, or just remain bitter. I don't know. I don't want to judge her. Somebody else who was bitter, and rightly so, Kennedy Davenport, officially now coming back, and so she should, because she's the only girl coming back who didn't win her season, who thinks that she should have won her season, and has issues with the queens that did beat her out, particularly Pearl. Now, if I were Kennedy, I would be upset with Pearl too, because Pearl, I have to say this about Pearl. I love Pearl. Pearl was innovative. Her makeup, and no one had those contoured boobs the way she did them before that, at least on RuPaul's Drag Race. She's very innovative, very unique, and I can see why she resonated with a lot of the viewers and made it to top 3. But seriously, if you look up definition of drag queen in the dictionary, Kennedy Davenport and RuPaul, they're the ones that you'll see pictures of, because Kennedy's about the hair, the costumes, and the dancing. She throws it out there, dances, splits, sleeps, turns, whatever. Pearl looks like she's having an inner struggle with her inner child or something. She's you know, it's a different world. So if I had got kicked out and not made top 3 because of Pearl, I think I would have been a little upset too. So hopefully Kennedy will come in wanting it more. Because the one thing I thought about Kennedy in her season of season 7 was that she didn't seem to be as aggressive as some of the girls. Certainly Ginger Minj, she seemed to want it more. She made top 3. But Kennedy, I don't know, she seemed to kind of, maybe she was smoking stuff in her hotel room. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, you know, maybe not every day. Maybe leave it for weekends next time, Kennedy. But want it more because I think you can take it home. Now, Thorgy Thor. Seriously, what was all that in her video? She's the smartest person in the world. She invented drag. She's been doing drag at least longer than RuPaul's Drag Race has been on before you two. I mean, she seems to think very highly of herself, which I guess if you didn't win your season, you'd have to, or else how do you get out of bed? I just ask you, seriously. Now, I'm excited to see Thorgy come back because I'm hoping on some level but it doesn't seem to be so from her video. Then she got a little humility in there, and she's also maybe thinking that not every idea that she spits out of her head is worth listening to. I mean, I know she gets a lot of ideas, but lots of people get ideas. Lots of people get ideas about picking their nose. Doesn't mean that they tell anybody or show it on TV. I'm just saying, Thorgy, not every idea coming out of your head is worth saying out loud or putting into a sketch or keeping. You know, if you've got a lot of ideas and none of them are gold, well, then you just got a lot of ideas. It doesn't mean anything. So hopefully, Thorgy will be a little more galvanized, a little more focused, and I think the fact that her nemesis, Bob the Drag Queen, won't be on this season will help her focus on herself, because I think she spent a lot of time focusing on herself against Bob as opposed to just herself doing her thing. So let's see how she does. You know, she's gonna whip out that violin at some point, so maybe that'll calm her down and it'll make everybody all right. Of course, someone I'm excited to see come back is She Devane, mostly because she kicked Thorgy Thor off her season. Just saying. Not that I have anything wrong with Thorgy Thor. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. I just think that this will be an interesting dynamic, because She, as you remember, was the trash bag queen. She had no money and just pulled it all together with whatever happened to be around her, chicken neck bones, things like that. It was very exciting. Well, now she's been shopping. Apparently she shops at Whole Foods because she's fancy. So it'll be interesting to see what she brings to the table. Aja is coming back, and quickly too. I don't know. She certainly was a huge character on her season, but for somebody who's had such a great presence on Instagram and drag, thank you for the filters, seemed to have a lot of hard time on her season, and by the end of it she seemed to catch her stride. So I see her coming back as an all-star just because she was, you know, polarizing. She ruffled a lot of feathers, and really until we all found out what a pill Valentina was, we thought she was a mean girl, and then we found out she was just a truth speaker. Just saying. Milk is coming back. Now Milk is interesting because Milk was such a presence her season. Do you remember her coming down the runway in a beard? Well, then the next, she pointed out, the next season they had a beard runway challenge. She came out as Ru, not in drag, for the Ru look, and didn't get kicked out. You know, there's some moments, she took some chances, and she's interesting. But the thing about Milk that kind of makes me angry is, she's a good-looking boy. I mean, you're not an ugly person if you're doing a Marc Jacobs ad. And second of all, she knows Marc Jacobs. So it's not like she's having a hard life or anything, but when she puts on her drag, like, what was that thing hanging off her face? Looked like a scaby or something. I hate these beautiful people who, when they pretty up ugly. It's like they're trying to make you feel that they're one of you. It's like, I don't want you to be one of me. I want you to be one of them, because I'm looking at them. I'm not looking at me. I want pretty. I want gorgeous. I want it stacked. I don't want it to attack me when I'm not thinking about it. And certainly, Milk is capable of doing all that. But seriously, I wish she would just calm down. It doesn't all have to be art. Another girl that people are gagging to see, of course, is Trixie Mattel. I mean, she has just been going great gangbusters since being on RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, she got kicked off twice, and now she's back for All Stars 3, and I'm excited to see her. She's a fan favorite. She's the first pick to win, and if the rumors are anything to say about it, she gets pretty darn close. I don't know. I'm not judging the rumors. I'm judging the lineup. I'd like to see Trixie do what she says she does well, which is be funny, because she really wasn't that funny on the show. She was funny on the runway when she was talking to people. She was funny in the confessionals, but she was never funny. And I have seen with Katya, and I think Trixie's fabulous. I'm certainly getting used to her face now. I don't have such a reaction to it as I used to. Now it's like, oh, that's Trixie. So I'd love to see how she presents herself for All Stars 3. But it wouldn't be an All-Stars at all if we didn't talk about this girl, Shangela. Nobody's had more kicks at this drag can than her. I mean, she was on season 2, she came back for season 3, she was in 4 for half a minute off the top. But seriously, if anyone should be an All-Star, it should be Shangela. Especially now after all this time's passed. I mean, if you remember her in season 2, she'd only been doing drag a year, barely. By the time she got back into it for season 3, she looked a little better. We all can admit it. But now I've seen the videos, I've seen the performances, I've seen her on TV. She's doing good, she's looking good. I think this is going to be an interesting season with her, because I think it'll be the first time we'll see Shangela competing as Shangela, not as some frantic wannabe trying to pull stuff together in the last minute and sit next to the sewers. I mean, let's face it, she got a lesbian to teach her how to sew, so I expect some couture to hit that runway. But there you have it. There, the rumors are all laid to rest. That's the lineup, except of course there's still that secret 10th, 9th, I don't know, I wasn't counting, contestant we don't know about, BB, because you know, Ru said there was nobody else on the thing, except maybe there's somebody up BB. And I'd like to say, my rumors review, I didn't know that BB was coming back. I didn't know. So if she's coming back, I think that'll be interesting, because Mcmichaels may have been season 2, but BB was the first queen to win it all. And still, a lot of people haven't seen that season 1. So I think this will be a great reintroduction of BB, the original winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, but also to see, well, how's she doing up against this new crop of girls? That'll be interesting. I don't know who your favorites are. Mine certainly are Shangela, because if she wins, it'll piss people off. And wins. If Shangela wins, she'll piss people off. Or Bendy, because, well, I just think she's adorable. Short of that, they're all stars. I'll be happy with any one of these girls winning, especially if they make someone cry while they do it. Kennedy Davenport. So, tune in to RuPaul's Drag Race. It's coming to a TV screen near you in January. And then tune in with me, and you and I'll compare notes, because that'll be a hoot. Till then, miss me! Mwah! I'd seriously like this rough road of lemonade. You left the rhymes in on this, didn't you? That's